talking about our seam rolls and our seam roll settings and how to adjust those settings. N2 provides you with the correct parameters for your can and lid combo, but if adjustments need to be made, I'm going to show you how to do those. You have an X-axis, which will swing your rollers in and out and away from the chuck, in or away from the chuck, and you have a Y-axis that will raise and lower your rollers to your chuck. Okay, and I will go over how to adjust those. First, we need to roll our seam head to its highest point. There is 2 first operation rollers and 2 second operation rollers. When I roll this around, I want my first operation to go to its highest point on this cam. So as I turn this, it rides up onto that cam and becomes closer to the chuck. That will give me my accurate reading of where I'm at and where I can adjust to. Once I'm on the highest peak, I can now make my adjustment. Like I said before, I have 2 first operation rollers and 2 second operation rollers. So right here is my first operation. Back here is my first operation. They are completely mirrored. So even though I can't see this one back here as well, it's completely mirrored to this one. So what this one's doing, that one's doing. We have 2 adjustment points on our seam rollers. I have a height adjustment point and a distance adjustment bolt or point. Okay. If I loosen this height adjustment, I can, with the set parameters that we have given you or provided, we can find our height. But as you see, when I loosen that, I can now move that roller up and down and set it to our exact parameters that have been given. And then once I find that right height, I can go ahead and tighten that back up and lock it into place. Okay, that's our height. Now when we move to our distance away from the chuck or our X-axis, same thing. Once I loosen, I now have play where I can bring this out or in to the chuck as necessary. So this is our feeler gauge. This has all different measurements on it, ranging from inches and millimeters on here. N2 always uses millimeters when doing our parameters and our distance away and above the chuck, okay? So I'm gonna find the correct ones for the can and lid provided, and I am going to insert it between the chuck, this middle piece, and my roller, this bottom band of the roller. I am going to measure that distance, and what I'm looking for is for a little bit of resistance. I need that roller to spin a little bit. Once you've found your parameters, go ahead and lock that bolt back in by tightening it up. After that, that's our first operation. I now need to do my second first operation. So I have a little bit of play here. I'm gonna roll that back and adjust my other first operation the exact same way. Once I've adjusted that to the parameters set, I'm going to continue to roll my seam rollers clockwise until my second operation hits its ramp or cam. As it is at its highest point, which it is right now, I can go ahead and adjust my second operation to the set parameters that were given.